Certainly, you gotta have like some sort of a passion for it.
Yeah.
If you're just doing engineering just to do engineering, it won't work out.
Yo, what up everybody? It's your boy CB, and we back in the studio. Today we got a very special guest, my friend and my bro, Aaron. What's up, Aaron?
What's up, Chris?
Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Aaron is a mechanical engineer, and so we're just gonna try to figure out like why he wanted to be an ME, how his college experience was, and what he does on the job like day to day. So if you're interested in being an engineer, specifically a mechanical engineer, like stay tuned. Without further ado, let's just get into it. So Aaron, why did you choose to like get your degree in mechanical engineering?
I chose mechanical engineering because it was the broadest form of engineering, and it was more closely in line to what I like passion-wise. Working on cars and working with mechanical things is just something I was naturally drawn to versus computers or electrical.
Yeah.
And that's why I chose it.
Okay. And so you got your degree in this, obviously. Like, what do you think are like some skills and some traits you need to like have if you want to like pursue a degree in this?
Certainly, you gotta have like some sort of a passion for it.
Yeah.
If you're just doing engineering just to do engineering, it won't work out.
Like for the money or whatever, like the high salary.
Yeah, you'll be disappointed.
Yeah. It's probably like a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. And in terms of like, you know, like academic, like what kind of like you have to like have math or strong like science base or something? I don't know.
Certainly, you gotta be somewhat good at math, but also just be good at problem solving.
Yeah.
It's not just plug and play equations, it's also using combinations of equations to figure out problem solve.
Yeah. So like on a like day-to-day basis, like in your job then, like you're just solving problems essentially.
Yep.
Every day.
Essentially.
Does that ever get like frustrating?
It does, but you just gotta keep at it.
Yeah, okay. So I understand that you actually graduated in 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very impressive, dude.
Well, technically, 2 years of UW.
Yeah, two years of undergraduate. So can you tell us like a little bit about how you did that?
So it started off in 11th grade. I decided to do Running Start.
Yeah, and what's Running Start for people who
Running
don't know?
Start is for high school juniors and seniors who want to take college classes instead of doing the high school curriculum that everybody does. And the reason why I chose it is because I kind of wanted my freedom.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to go at my own pace versus go at a high school pace.
Yeah, high school is kind of, it's fun, but I feel like it's kind of useless a little bit. And then you did 2 years of Running Start, junior and senior year of high school, and then you just did a freshman and a sophomore year at the University of Washington.
I did an additional year at community college to get a lot of my prerequisites done. Then I transferred.
Okay, so then how many total years did you have in like Running Start, community college, and UW?
It took me about 5 years.
5 years.
For 2 years in high school, 1 additional, and 2 after. Most of it was doing high school requirements to get my high school diploma, but didn't correlate to my degree necessarily.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb how they make you take like general like electives and shit, dude. That's so stupid.
It's good.
Yeah, but that's awesome though. So you graduated in 2 years and you're out of here. So what age do you graduate at then?
I graduated at 20.
At 20? Dude, congratulations, dude. That's filthy. So even before you had a sip of alcohol, you graduated.
Yeah.
Okay. So on that note though, since you graduated so early and you spent like so much of your younger years like in high school like just studying, whereas other people are like, you know, like maybe like doing sports or whatever, like do you feel like you ever missed out on anything?
Sometimes I do, and then I look back and I don't regret what I did.
Yeah.
I think I learned a lot more in my Running Start years than I did in high school. I was never good at math or anything like that.
But you're an engineer, bro.
But once I started doing Running Start, the classes really pushed me to get better.
Got you. Okay, yeah. So you feel like you didn't miss out on anything. Would you recommend like students to do Running Start and follow your path?
I would recommend it if you don't necessarily want to go through the high school flow.
Yeah.
And you can also do a mix between doing some high school classes and some community college classes.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so let's get over the all the schooling part. Let's talk about your job. So, can you tell us a little bit about your job and like what you currently do, where you work, like all that stuff?
Okay. So I'm a mechanical engineer in the Air Systems and Routings group at Kenworth Truck Company. I primarily work on integrating and system design of brake components. So heavy-duty trucks run on air systems. So I design and work with suppliers to integrate the piping, valves, and whatnot to make trucks brake.
Nice.
Yeah, and part of my job is not only designing it, but working with our test engineers to make sure it meets federal requirements of timing.
Yeah.
And making sure it'll last.
Nice. That's good. Okay.
And also working with like purchasing and making sure we get the best deal on
like orders and stuff. Okay. So there's like a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're a man that can do everything.
Yes.
Get you a man that can do everything. Okay. And so to get your job, like, would you say that it's pretty hard to get like a mechanical engineering job coming out of college?
My situation was a little different. Most people didn't have too much troubles.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't really have any internships when I was in school.
Oh, okay. That was going to be my next question.
And I think that's one of the most important things
Yeah.
you need is internships and some form of experience.
So would you say, how important would like the networking and internship like be?
I would say experience and then networking.
Yeah.
Are two of the most important things.
Yeah. And then is that like directly correlated to you not like going through like all 4 years of college? You didn't have like those summers or whatever to like intern, do you think?
Doing a lot of the school early, I was kind of rushed to just get all the school done.
Yeah.
So I did do classes in the summer, so that made me miss out on some internships.
Yeah, I mean, but you got the job now, so it's chill.
Yeah.
And I mean, and you didn't have to pay like that bullshit tuition. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so you already took us through like a day-to-day basis of what you wanted to be like as an ME. So like now that you like got your job, like so you said that it wasn't very hard. Like most MEs can get a job coming out, and now that you have one, in terms of like job mobility, like how easy is it to like move up, and like what kind of figures are you looking at in the future?
In terms of job mobility, it's gonna really depend on what company you're at.
Okay.
But typically, as an engineer, you really work up to from entry level, mid level to senior level.
Okay.
And then that's pretty much where it flatlines, unless you go into like management.
So how many years are you looking at for like each tier?
For me, I just recently got promoted to design from
dude.
entry level.
Hey.
That took me about 2 years.
Oh, it's not even that bad. It's 2 years.
Yeah, so my next step would be senior design.
Okay. Nice. So yeah, just young and moving up the ranks, dude.
Yeah,
nice.
trying.
Okay, so let's just wrap it up with like a few more questions. What do you think is like the most important thing you got from your like college experience?
Never giving up. Like, I know it's really cliche.
I like that.
It was really cliche, but you know, a lot of times when you first come into your job, you really don't know anything because a lot of the stuff we learn in school doesn't directly translate to what we do on a day-to-day basis at work. And they will be difficult for the first couple months when you adjust.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and the final question. If you could go back in time, is there anything you would change?
I'd probably go to med school.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's like, okay, so like...
Maybe cut that out.
ME is over here. Med school is over here.
Maybe we should cut that out.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, whatever. That concludes the video, you guys. If you guys liked the video, be sure to like it. And also subscribe because we're going to have more dudes just like this coming on every week. Super smart. Graduate, maybe not graduate in 2 years, but like, you know. And then be sure to comment down below. With that being said, Aaron, thank you for coming on.
Thanks,
and we out.